Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this morning. What did we do here? Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become a successful and profitable currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our simple but highly accurate proprietary indicators. And this session is to show you one of our dozen different trade strategies so that you can see how simple and accurate they are and decide if they might be for you. So with that, let's jump right in and we will we'll get going. We first need to listen to this guy and then we'll be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the ways you get better at something is by hanging out with someone who is really good at it. And we have a bunch of really good traders that work with us and coach. I am one of them. And we do live trade sessions so that you can kind of watch what we do and hear our analysis and copy it and learn from it. I do 3 live trades a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:30, Monday evening at 3:30. Also every day around 4:15, I send out a overnight trade setup with a little video that you can see how I came up with my analysis. When you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. Every evening at 6 p.m. we also do a live trade, and then you can see we have numerous sessions where we're doing coaching, and the continuous coaching is one of the things that differentiates us from other people who do this, and it's essential for people who want to get good and stay good. That constant repetition of the fundamentals, going back and being reminded of it. You see athletes, they get coaching all the time to stay on top of their game, even though they're really good. Coaching helps and works. I work off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused. Every morning I like to restart or refresh my green chart to keep the memory clear and keep it fast and pick up any updates that the company may have done to the chart. Good habit is at the end of every day is to review your trades of the day. Again, going back to that coaching idea, to kind of looking at the film and seeing what might have went wrong so that you can make corrections. For those of you who copied the overnight trade last night, If you haven't already, I would probably close out the trade. When I got up this morning, that trade was on the Euro USD. It was positive. It was about halfway. It just was shy of the take profit, but it was about halfway in the 5 pips positive. So I pulled up the stop loss to the entry point. So when it did pull up, it just closed us out. So on these overnight trades, if we got the direction right, it did go down. It was shy just a little bit of what we predicted. In the morning, if it's still open, you need to reevaluate. If you did reevaluate, you would have seen that on the Euro USD, the chart had changed. Everybody's going up all across the board. All across the board. It was like about half was down here when I first looked. So I pulled up the stop loss. As it continued to move, it just closed out the trade. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at helping us figure out the direction of the move. And if we can get the direction of the move, we can make some money. But we do want to know what news events are coming up so that we can basically trade around them. And the best place to do that, or the place I like to do it, is a place called Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news events down into 3 items. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. And it's these red guys that I want to kind of trade around. So, and by trade around, I mean not trade them when the news is coming up. And I usually like to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand. So this morning, there's some news on the euro at 8:15, and then on the dollar, retail sales numbers and unemployment claims at 8:30, and then at 8:45, they're going to talk about what happened here at 8:15. So that takes quite a bit off the table for us with both the euro and the dollar being out. We'll still go through and see what we can find, but this closes up quite a bit of territory for us. So with that, let us jump in. The trade strategy I'm going to use, we've got a dozen different trade signals. And when we train someone, we create a trade plan based around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. The one that I like is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. And on a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips and do that 3 times a day, I am doing pretty well. And on a 1-hour chart, the trade is going to close within 1 to 3 hours if I've read it right. And the strategy is kind of simple. I'm looking. There's 3 different sections of the chart. I am looking at the 3 different sections, and I want to see that all sections agree. And when all sections agree, I've got a high probability trade. Chart I am going to trade off this morning is the light 6 major. It is one of the standard charts. I start with the on this first chart. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this first chart, they're all U.S. based pairs. I start with the middle section, which we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the over bought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So basically, I am looking for situations where we are either oversold and the lines are going up, so I can ride it up through the channel, and then I get the green candles here. Or we are oversold and the lines are coming down, and then you can see the down candles here. So that's what I'm looking for. When I see this, then I'll jump up to the TNTs and confirm it, and then jump back down to the pressure and confirm it. But right now we are overbought and going up. Now, can I make 10 pips being overbought and going up? Yes, you can. Not part of my trade strategy, though. Usually, I will consider a trade so long as the green line on the major indicator hasn't gone beyond the halfway mark here. Euro USD, we're almost through the channel, touching the overbought. So again, for me, this is past. Dollar or pound dollar overbought going up, so nothing ready there. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's going down. The third item I look for: one is overbought, two that all the lines are pointing down. They all are. I don't mind that the miners have kind of run through the channel. I kind of care what the position of the green line is. I'd like to see when it's going down, the red line crossing over, and it is not quite yet where I have this double cross where the run line's crossed over, and here the black line is crossed over. And then I also want to see what the slope of this green line is. And I want that slope to be greater than 45 degrees. It is less than 45 degrees. So because of that, I'm going to pass. I also don't like when the green line is way above the channel, as it is here. See this gap? When it's up here, it can hang out up here for a while. And part of my part of my strategy is I want to get in and get out, and I don't want to have to wait a long time. So I would rather give up some pips and know that it's started to move down than to have to hold on to something for a long time. And actually, here's an example where you can see where we were overbought. The line went up, and it gained a bunch of pips. 18 pips almost. So overbought, you can carve out, you can make a move there, just not part of my trade strategy. Dollar Swiss franc, oversold going down. Dollar yen, overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross where that red line's on top and the black line's on top. Good steepness on the green line. Green line is a little more than halfway. When I see that, what I will do is I like to confirm the trade, and I confirm the trade by looking at a longer term period on the pair. So on the dollar yen, here's a 2-hour chart and a 4-hour chart. I want to see that we are overbought on both of these. And in this case, we are overbought, and the lines are going down. I don't necessarily need the lines to be going down, but I want them to be overbought. So if this signal weakens, I'll pick up the trade off of the 2-hour or the 4-hour. It'll just take longer for it to happen. So I won't lose money. I'll get my trade. So I like this. This is a nice trade setup. We're overbought actually across the board. Now the issue is we've got that news coming up. So that's what's going to prevent me. If we didn't have that news coming up, I would probably trade this. And then what I would look to do is figure out what the trade is worth. To figure out what the trade is worth, I would go to a clean chart. The other day we traded on Tuesday we traded the dollar yen. That trade turned profitable. We dropped some support and resistance lines in, and you can see how good they were. They were kind of bouncing on this line, then we went in a new channel, went up here to bounce, came down. So we're midway in the channel. So this would be an okay trade. I might even 149.3 to 149.8. That's 50, or yeah, it's 50 pips. If we were to take something here, we've got 29 pips up or 29 pips down and 21 pips up. Again, the problem is the news. We could probably, if there weren't news, maybe I would go to about here and take 18 pips on this trade. But I'm going to pass right now. Let's see what else we got because of the news. I don't know how the news is going to impact this, and I don't want to get stuck. I've cloned this chart and created a new chart with non USD pairs. Euro pound just about oversold. Australian dollar yen overbought going up. Euro Canadian dollar overbought going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we touched overbought, starting to come down. We got the double cross. Steepness of the green line is just a little bit better than 45 degrees. The problem is I'm not going to take the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar now because it's the middle of the night in both of these markets. I think Australia is 12 hours difference. New Zealand's about 14 hours difference. So it's evening. The traders aren't trading. I want one of these to be actively trading. So we're going to pass. Pound yen overbought going up. Euro Australian dollar just about reaching oversold, so nothing there. So let's go to our next group. Canadian dollar yen just about oversold, nothing there. Euro New Zealand over in the channel, still going down. Pound New Zealand in the channel going down. New Zealand dollar yen overbought going up. New Zealand dollar USD overbought going up. Euro Swiss franc oversold going down. So again, nothing here. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, miners have started to turn, majors still going up. We don't have agreement on the Swiss franc yen, majors going up, miners going down. Euro yen, everybody's going down, but the majors have weakened. Pound Australian dollar, 3/4 of the way through the channel. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. All right, we've got a buy signal here. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Greens on top, grays on top. The green line is better than 45 degrees. I like it that it's going into the channel. What I don't like is the kink in the line, where we're going from more steep to less steep. The kink in the line tells me that the move is running out of gas, and I don't want to jump onto a trade that's running out of gas. But if I were to go to check the other indicators to see if it supports this, 2 orange lines going up telling me buy, dotted blue coming down, reinforcing the buy when the blues are inversely related. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 telling me buy. I want 3 of the 4 telling me buy. I've got very weak down pressure with red on top. So the pressure doesn't agree. So I want all 3 sections to agree. When I get all 3 sections to agree, I've got a high probability trade. I only need 2 or 3 good trades a day to make good money. So sometimes a good trade doesn't show up. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold going down, nothing. All right, so we've just gone through 24 pairs and we didn't see a good setup. One of the nice things about the program is we will teach you multiple trade strategies. So I can change gears and go to a different trade strategy. This is a little scalp strategy called the thick orange line trade. You could take it when there is less than 5 minutes in the hour. Right now, there's 9 minutes in the hour left. So by the time we finish reviewing, it'll be under 5 minutes. You can take this off of a 1 hour chart or a 30-minute chart. On a 1 hour chart, when you see it, it's worth 5 pips. On a 30-minute chart, it is worth 3 pips. I myself, I don't take 3 pip trades. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather, 5 pip is the smallest I'll take. And actually, I prefer to just take 10 pip trades or 10 pip or more. So what this trade does is it looks at the position of the thick orange line. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. And when it's as high as it can go, this number's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So I'm looking to see if this number is at 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 6 isn't close enough, 7 isn't close enough, 0.9 is close enough. That's within one of 10. So when I see this, I want to confirm it by looking at the position of the red line on the major indicator. And I want that red line to be below the horizontal red line. Right now, it's in the channel going down. So the major indicator is telling me that there's more down in the move. The thick orange line is telling me it doesn't think there's any more down in the move. But I don't want to trade on just one piece of information. I want both of these to agree. And when both of these agree, I've got a good trade. So this is at 0, but this guy is still telling me there's more down in the move. 1.7 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 8.7 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10 within 1 point of either end. 2.3 isn't close enough. 10. Yes. And the red line is past the horizontal blue line. Red line is past the horizontal blue. I'd actually prefer to see the red line kind of where the black line is, but it is past. Now, the problem is we've got news on the USD. And that news is in an hour and a half. This trade, you're kind of thinking that it's like pulling a rubber band. And when both of these are when it's at 10 and the red line is past the horizontal blue line, it's like pulling a rubber band. And when we go into the next hour, it snaps a little bit, and that snap is worth 5 pips. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer than the hour for the snap to occur. So I don't want to get stuck holding a bad trade with this news. So, 9.7. And the red line's terrific. It's way up here. My issue, so I've got condition 1 within 1 of 10. And I've got condition 2. The red line is above the blue line. But it's evening in both New Zealand and Japan. I want one of these markets to be active. So this is a nice setup here. This is perfect. This is better than this one because the red line is up higher. So nothing there. 1.7, no. 1.4, no. 0.6, yes. 0.6, yes. Now here we could take it because Canadian market is opening up in just a little bit. It's morning time. So this is okay, but my red line is a little bit short. I want the red line to be past the red line on the major indicator to be past the horizontal red line. So this tells me there's still a little bit more down in the movement. I want this to be exhausted, so I don't quite have it here. 0, yes, euro Australian dollar. Red line is just shy. The red line on the major indicator is shy of the horizontal red line. I want it to be past it. I want it to kind of be where the black line is. So nothing. 4, no. 7, no. 3, no. 9, yes. And the red line is way up there. But again, this market is off. It's evening in both of these. So nothing there. 0, yes. Red line isn't where it needs to be. So nothing there. And then on the first chart, 0, yes. Thick orange line, but this is telling me there's more down in the move. 1.8, no. 0.0, yes. But here we're overbought. This is telling me we got a lot to go down on. In fact, this is almost a good on the 10-point trade. This is a good buy signal here. Buy. I've got 3 of the 4 telling me sell on the TNTs. I've got up pressure with red on top. So I've got all the elements here. But we're not going to take the trade because we've got the news item coming up. 0.9, yes. Oh, the red line is just touching. I actually want the red line to be on the other side of the blue line. So we're just a little bit shy. 0.9, yes. This is telling me on the majors, telling me there's more up. 10, yes. This one is just past the blue line. But again, we're not going to trade USD because we've got that news item coming up. Okay, gang, I am sorry. We've just gone through 24 different pairs using 2 different signals, and we did not come up with a suitable trade that kind of met my trade plan. And that sometimes happens, and sometimes the best trade you take is the one that you don't. But if you want to learn to trade, if you want to learn to do anything, not just trade, if you find somebody who knows how to do it and get them to teach you. It just makes common sense. They've been down the road you want to go. They'll know where a lot of the potholes are and be able to kind of direct you around them. Give you the little tips and secrets that you need to know, and workarounds that allow you to get successful faster. Even if it costs you, you can always get more money. You can't get more time, and time is valuable. So if you can learn things faster, you'll be making money faster, and you'll be on your way faster. So if you haven't done our trial yet, I encourage you to do the trial. You'll get to play around with this yourself. We'll show you a simple strategy. We'll build upon it to keep making it more accurate and more accurate. And then you'll be able to decide whether, hey, this works, and 2, that you like it. You need both. You need to see that it works, and you need to like it. The great thing about trading is you can do it for an hour or 2 a day, make terrific money, and it's a skill that's always with you. All right, thanks so much. Join me this afternoon at 4:15 when I send out the overnight trade setup, and have a terrific weekend. I'm so glad that you are here with me this morning. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.